glad you came to our little soiree. Please leave your shoes at the door, your hat, waistcoat too. In fact, you're not putting one foot through the door till you're completely nude. I turned up to the orgy, and that's how the host greeted me. A sweaty, shiny man, standing roughly 4'3". All of him was completely bare. From his yellow toes to his matted hair, I'll be honest, my expectations were quite low. But I am not a man to leave before I even set foot through the door. So I stick my chin up, I go mute, trade fancy clothes for a birthday suit. And as I step through the gate, realize I made a big mistake. I cracked and said, "Can I watch?" From the start, all eyes were on me. Well, of course, why wouldn't they be? But then I realized 'twas still the just lobby. Well, that's disappointing. My eyes met a tard who smiled, her hands on two men and her eyes full of sin. And I may have even fallen for her if not for the white sheen on her chin. With bated breath, they began to contract. This lass was definitely picking up the slack. And as I stood paralyzed, I cracked and said, "Can I watch?" Like a cat, I could not rein in my curiosity, so I left them to their devices to see what else I could see. As I entered into the ballroom, my jaw dropped to the floor. Words cannot describe quite the sight before me. Wall to wall, writhing flesh and depravity. A smell assaulted my nostrils like the fisherman's catch. But even he was one of the batch of the men dressed as nuns, screwing girls dressed as priests as they enjoyed a sacrilegious feast. My God, half of these people look nearly deceased. And I cracked and said, "Can I watch?" Man on man, girl on girl, whips and cuffs, toes that curl. All the moaning, all the sweating, God, it's putting me through duress. And there's no hiding it in my state of undress. Why was this quivering mess of body starting to look so good? Every fiber in my being was telling me that I should. And I cracked and said, "Can I watch?" I was sat on the end of a bed, and before long approached a young lad of only 18, chest tight and sculpted body, oh so lean. On his arm a girl, eyes dark as a tone, voice sultry like an onyx ring. They lay down beside me. She swung a leg over but I couldn't see. As she mounted, their eyes were on each other. I didn't exist. I cracked and said, "Can I watch?" Before long I realized this was not the place for one such as I, to be shared oh so freely. Just another guy. You could call it ego, vanity or common sense, but I'd much prefer my dick stay ready for random happenstance. Walked out the hall past the girl before, put my clothes on and out the door.